KTV. I'm Gabrielle.
And I'm Eric.
And it's week 4 of our series Up in the Air. But before we get to our story, we have another Kids Camp themed game.
Woo.
At Kids Camp, we like to sing a lot of silly songs, and one that we like to sing, it's one of my personal favorites, is I'm a Little Hunk of Tin. So we're going to sing it and do the motions, and whoever can do them fast and well will win the game.
Ooh.
But a little context information, I have gone to Kids Camp 21 times.
Whoa.
How many times have you gone to Kids Camp, Eric?
Once.
So there's that. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Get your fingers ready, and you guys can sing along with me if you know the song. Okay, ready, set, go. I'm a little hunk of tin, nobody knows what shape I'm in. Got 4 wheels and a running board. I'm not Chevy, I'm not Ford. Honk, honk, rattle, rattle, crash, boo. Honk, honk, rattle, rattle, crash, boo. Honk, honk, rattle, rattle, crash, boo. Honk, honk. Faster? One more time?
Sure. Faster, I don't know if I can handle
Because
that.
I feel like we were like pretty good, pretty even.
Okay, let's go
All right,
for it.
Ready? Fingers. I'm a little hunk of tin, nobody knows what shape I'm in. Got 4 wheels and a running board. I'm not Chevy, I'm not Ford. Honk, honk, rattle, rattle, crash, boo. Honk, honk, rattle, rattle, crash, boo. Honk, honk, rattle, rattle, crash, boo. Honk, honk. Honk, honk.
Oh wait, was it not doing it right?
I didn't even notice at first. I just saw you at the side.
You're just like the Flash when it comes to this. You're so good.
Well, again,
so
21
fast.
times. 21 times.
All right, let's try this again.
Oh, you want to go again?
Yes, why
All
not?
right, last time. I'm a little hunk of tin, nobody knows what shape I'm in. Got 4 wheels and a running board. I'm not Chevy, I'm not Ford. Honk, honk, rattle, rattle, crash, boo. Honk, honk, rattle, rattle, crash, boo. Honk, honk, rattle, rattle, crash, boo. Honk, honk.
Honk, honk. Wow. The final words. of my
Okay,
defeat.
I think I won.
Yeah, you won.
But Eric might have had more fun. So
I did have a lot of fun. Did you guys have fun? I had fun.
stay tuned for the consequence for Eric. But first, let's take some time to worship.
Let's worship.
Church, would you stand as we sing to our King? There was a moment when the lights went out, when death had claimed its victory. The King of love had given up his life, the darkest day in history. There on a cross made for sinners, for every curse his blood atoned. One final breath and it was finished, but not the end we could have known. When the earth began to shake and the veil was torn, what sacrifice was made as the heavens roared. All
We are continuing to find out some cool things God did through the prophet Elisha. In today's story, we find out how Elisha and company were able to survive during a famine. Read 2 Kings chapter 4, verses 38 through 44 as a class to see how God provided for Elisha.
Well, hey there, how y'all doing? Me? I'm just up here in a hot air balloon still. Just floating around, not doing a whole lot. Been almost a week and this balloon still has not come down. And believe me, I've tried everything. I've tried asking, please, Mr. Hot Air Balloon, please bring me back down to Earth. I'm so hungry and I'm so sorry I popped so many of your family members as a kid. It's just that balloons are so fun to pop because they make that little fun popping noise. But I promise I'll never do it again. If you just bring me down to the ground, please. I've tried calling the police. Yes, officer. I need help. My address? Up the sky. Up in the air? Oh, street? Cloud Street? Hello? Officer? I've tried it all. I'm getting so hungry I can barely take it any longer. I guess the only way to go down is to pop the balloon. Here goes nothing.
Carl, don't do that.
Ah, Katie! What did you do that for?
I'm sorry, I just didn't want you to hurt yourself.
Oh, good. I'm glad that didn't happen.
I said I'm sorry. Plus, popping that hot air balloon could have been really bad. You could have been in a terrible situation.
Well, newsflash, Katie, I'm already in a terrible situation. I'm not only stuck on this floating death trap, I'm so hungry. Sorry. So hungry I could eat the sandwich I left behind my bed when I was in kindergarten.
Oh, wow. You're not kidding.
I'm not. I haven't eaten in like 15 minutes. I just finished my last bag of Cheetos and I got nothing left. What am I gonna do?
Well, let me ask you this. Have you asked?
Oh, I already tried talking to the balloon, but it never responds. But I have never asked about food. Great idea, Katie. Excuse me, Mr. Hot Air Balloon? You don't by a chance have any like snacks or like, I don't know, something to munch on?
Not the balloon, Carl. I meant, have you asked God for what you need?
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, I'm sure. But seriously, this week, after reading our Bible story, I've been really trying to focus on asking God for what I need. You should too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. You weren't talking about the story where Elisha had to deal with a famine, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, cool, because I had read that and I was wondering, what is a famine?
Oh, well, that's easy. A famine is when food is hard to find. It usually happens when it doesn't rain for a long time, so the crops can't grow, therefore making it harder and harder to make food.
Oh, that makes sense. Because the story started off with Elisha and a bunch of other prophets that sat down to eat a meal, right?
Exactly. One of the men had gone out to find some food, and when he came back and made a stew with it, things kind of went a little south.
The stew was bad, right?
Yep. For some reason, the stew was inedible. It was gonna make everyone sick, but Elisha knew exactly what to do. He grabbed some flour.
Yep, I remember. Grabbed a bunch of flowers and put it in there. What kind do you think? Maybe roses, lilies, daffodils?
Neither. It was flour, like cooking flour.
Wait, how'd that fix it?
Usually it wouldn't, but Elisha trusted God would use that flour to fix the stew so that the men could eat and survive during this hard time.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
Sure does. And something similar happened later on in the story as well.
Yeah, I love this part. So kids, there's about 100 men with Elijah and they're all super hungry. And the famine sounds really awful. I don't think I'm famished. I don't want anybody else to be famished. So what happened next?
A man from another city showed up and brought Elisha loaves of bread for them to eat.
The only thing is he brought only 20 loaves of bread for 100 men. Now, I don't know about you, but in my house we'd be throwing elbows and fighting over that food.
I can imagine. And the people were worried because obviously that wasn't the amount they expected. But Elisha told them that the Lord said this: they will eat and have some left over.
Now, I'm sure some of them doubted because how does 20 loaves feed 100 men? But guess what? It did.
Yup, the men ate until they were full and there was still some left over. It was truly a miracle.
How incredible is that? Imagine if things like that happened today.
Carl, they do.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the countless things that happen every day that prove to us just how God is taking care of us.
Really?
Really, I mean, Look around. God gives us sunlight to keep us warm, gives us air to breathe and lungs to take in that air. God even gives us loving people to guide us and help us through tough times. God is always giving us what we need and even the things we want, but sometimes we just need to ask.
You think God listens to us when we ask?
Of course. And I truly believe there are some things in this world that would not happen if we didn't ask God for it.
So you're telling me if I asked for something right now, God would give it to me?
Well, that's not exactly how it works. God isn't like a genie where whatever we want we get. God created us and cares about us so much. God will always help us when we need help.
I think I understand now. Just like a parent takes care of their kids' needs, so will God take care of our needs.
You got it, but even more so. God has a plan for us, so when we are faced with trouble or struggles, we shouldn't hesitate to ask God for help.
Hi kids, it's your good friend Sam. And man, do we have a great big idea for you today. And it's this: I can ask God for what I need. Are you ready to say it with me? This time, we're gonna shout it out to the clouds, okay? 1, 2, 3. I can ask God for what I need. Wow, great job. Don't forget that. No matter what it is, we can ask God for what we need. Now, in the next episode of Grow TV, we're gonna finally see if Carl could get out of that hot air balloon, all right? Okay, I'll see you then. Bye.
Thank you for watching, and tune in next week for a new episode of Grow TV.
Wow, God knew what Elisha needed, and he provided it for Elisha.
If Elisha had to fix either of these problems without God's help, it would not have been successful. The stew in the pot was inedible, and there just wasn't enough bread to satisfy 100 hungry people.
But Elisha trusted God, and he knew that God would help him. Even though the Bible doesn't tell us what exactly Elisha said to God, we know he asked God for help because Elisha had answers that only God could give.
Just like Carl and Katie were talking about, God still gives us what we need just like he did for Elisha. All we have to do is ask.
That's true. God doesn't want us to shy away from asking for the things we need. Maybe we don't get everything we ask for, but God still wants to hear from you. Talking to God in prayer is the way we know if we are even asking for the right things.
It can be hard for us to separate out what is a need and what is a want, but because God loves us, we can trust that he will always give us what is best for us, best to help us grow and know him better.
A vantage point is a place where you get a good view of something. For example, if you wanted to see what your neighborhood looked like from the sky, a hot air balloon would make an excellent vantage point. A better vantage point is seeing things God's way. God sees everything and so knows everything we need, but that doesn't mean we should just sit around and wait for God to just drop it out of the sky for us. I find it helpful to know that I can ask God for what I need and God will hear me when I pray. Take some time with your class to discuss our story and pray together.
Gabrielle.
Eric.
I think I know what time it is, but do you know what time it is?
Yeah, it's consequence time.
It's consequence time.
But look at all these beautiful boxes you get to choose from. 2 mystery ingredients for you to try together. What are you gonna pick?
Well, always the one nearest me because my favorite number is 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll go with this one.
Okay.
Ooh, this one's heavy too.
Ooh, another heavy
Oh
box.
God, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, fruit roll-up.
That's delicious.
I like deliciousness. Okay, and we have
Also delicious, in my personal opinion.
hot sauce?
Don't know.
Hot sauce. Tapatio. Or correct pronunciation, tapatio. All right.
I don't say that right.
I like that, especially on scrambled eggs. And so I just put this on top of the box, or what's
and then
going
you
on?
lick the box.
I-
That's correct.
I don't think that's good. I think in order to be fair, I'm gonna pull one of these bad boys out. We're gonna open this up and we're gonna
Yep.
hot sauce it up.
Yep.
You know, this doesn't sound very great. I guess that's why it's a
Doesn't
consequence,
sound
right?
very great to me either.
Oh, so I'm just gonna roll it up like a little taquito.
Oh,
It's gonna be so cute. All right.
How much hot sauce are you gonna do?
Well, I think you should do it. That way
Oh
it's
no,
really a
Eric,
consequence.
then I'm gonna feel bad.
Why?
Because I'm gonna do a lot. That feels like a good amount.
Can you guys see that? Can
Probably-
you see it?
probably a
It's
little bit.
pretty bad.
It's
Okay.
a good amount. I feel like.
We're gonna make a little bowl. Actually, I'm just gonna make like a little dumpling.
Oh.
It's like a little fruit roll-up tapatio dumpling.
Empanada.
Down the hatch. Oh. One second. It's fruity and fiery all at the same time.
Fruity and fiery.
Fruit fire. Fire fruit.
I think we have a new thing we should start making.
Yeah, no, this is not recommended. For a lot of reasons. It's very hot. I've never hated mango so much.
Is it a mango flavor? I feel like those go really well together.
I don't know, but with the mix of flavors that we have in there, I don't like it.
I'm really sorry, Eric.
Am I sweating?
A little bit.
Do you see fire coming out of my mouth?
No, but that would be hilarious and terrible for us. Well, should we wrap up? Thanks for joining us today, you guys. We'll see you next week for week 5, our final week of Up in the Air. Bye.